Here we are. Impact and Influence Radio right here on iHeart. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689 or blindsofsacramento.com. Now today, we've got, the other day we had Krista. And she was talking organization, and we met you and Krista at the same time. So today we've got Ashley Millitello.
Yes.
Is it Millitello?
It is Millitello.
Millitello. So I was in the Ferrari business many, many moons ago, many decades ago, it seems. And there was a Lamborghini Gallardo. And so they pronounced it Gallardo, even though it was Lardo, right? And so Millitello, it's not Millitello?
It might be in Italy, but here it's Millitello.
Okay, Ashley Millitello. Okay, so tell me, what do you do?
So I own a professional organizing business.
Okay.
Specialize in professional organization and space design. Mm-hmm. I started this business about 3 years ago. I'm located in Roseville. Okay. But I service all of the Sacramento area.
Now, what got you into this? I mean, did it just kind of like fall into your lap, or were you like, you know what, I want to do something?
Yeah. So it did not fall into my lap. So for years I was a stay-at-home mom, and I just did side work here and there, but my priority was my kids. Mm-hmm. So my kids are now 15 and 8.
Holy smokes!
Yes. So.
I'm in
that. It's so great. Like once you're out of like that toddler and young age, it's so great. My teenager, I hardly see him. Yeah. No, but so I was a stay-at-home mom for a really long time. And I just started thinking, I was like, my daughter's going into elementary school. I'm ready. I'm ready to do bigger, better things. Mm-hmm. So I thought, what am I good at? What do I love? What am I passionate about? And it just kind of all revolved around the home. And so I was like, what can I take that I'm already good at and turn into a business? And for me, it was organization. And organization is such a broad term. Yeah. And there's so much that falls into that category. Yeah. And so I just love helping people create homes that they like to live in.
Now, where did you meet Krista? Just you run into her one day?
So actually, that's kind of a funny story. Krista and I met on Facebook. Okay. A mom, had posted in one of the moms groups, and she was like, hey, I need help organizing my home. And so me and Krista both commented, and I saw her comment, and I reached out, and I was like, hey, so you're an organizer? Me too. Do you want to meet up for coffee? And she said yes. And then I think that was about a year ago. Yeah. And so we meet up once a month. We actually hire each other for jobs, and we love working together. If we didn't have our own businesses, like we'd probably have one business together.
That's amazing. No, that's good energy. And I met Krista at that Starbucks on the hill over there, during COVID. Yeah. And so at the time I was, we couldn't have anyone in the studio. We had the 6 feet thing. Mm-hmm. And so we were just shooting video all over town, and I was, just approaching businesses to shoot video, and we had met. And and she was with somebody else. She was
like another organizer at that time.
Yes, she was like the third wheel in the conversation I was having with someone else. Oh, yeah, it was just kind of funny. And then we run into each other, and I'm like, I know you.
Yeah, and now she's on your podcast.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love the connecting. I think that's the most important part, and we're going to be talking about this with growing a business. It's so important that we all work together.
It is.
And
that sense of community.
Yeah, well, that's the only way we're going to grow. That's the only way it works is when we actually can
connect with each other.
Yeah, we actually get to know each other. Why are you so passionate about this?
Oh gosh, I could talk about that for an hour. But long story short, I'm passionate about this because as someone who myself suffers, I'm not going to say suffers, sorry. I have anxiety, and I had postpartum anxiety really bad. And then I also have ADHD.
We actually have, you're going to want to read our next issue of Impact and Influence. Check this out.
Okay.
Carlin, do you know Carlin Only Sidnor?
I don't.
Okay, so we got to introduce you.
Okay.
Leading the postpartum strength movement.
Okay, I love that.
That's the focus for next month.
Okay.
Isn't that awesome?
That's amazing.
I love...
Like, I'm so glad I said that sentence because I wasn't planning on it.
I love the fact that impact and influence, you know, when I started this thing, I was like, I want to talk about cars and watches, and, you know,
oh,
gentlemen.
You sound like my husband.
Right? Yeah, just like...
you guys will get along.
Guy stuff, right? And then it's just like morphed into like real people dealing with real stuff.
With real life.
Yeah, and now instead of putting like cars or the Tower Bridge on the cover, we're putting people on it every month. And it's just like...
talking about postpartum.
We're talking about real stuff, you know, and that's her business, is helping people that are struggling with that.
I love that.
You know, it's just amazing what we're doing. Okay, keep going.
No, yes.
See, I told you, I do it too.
I'm right here with you. But no, so I, that really prompted me to be like, okay, how can I help myself mentally, by making my home a supportive place that helps me focus on my kids and my mental health. And so I've always been an organized and a clean person, but really setting up those systems in my house made me realize how important it is. And it's not just for your kids, it's for your relationship with your partner. I mean, so many things depend on your home. That's where you spend most of your time.
Yes. And well, it's even if it's not, when you come home from work, that's where you rest your head, right? You're tired.
Like, that's where you're landing.
Exactly. All right, so systems. Talk to me about systems. Isn't it funny how that works? Look how that...
Okay,
I told you this thing goes simple.
So, systems. So I am all about systems. So a lot of organizers, people are like, oh, you're an organizer. And they automatically think of like the Home Edit or some big name brand where it's like all about containers and aesthetics. And while that's definitely a part of what we do, I focus more on the back end. I focus on the systems. And so when I walk into a house, it's not just like, oh, what bins could we put in this closet to make your life easier?
So funny you say that, because that's literally how I would do it. So
exactly, right?
And well, my wife and I, we're minimalists. If you saw our house, you'd be like, does anyone live here? Like, seriously, we are so super minimalists. But we've got art. We love art. So we have like lots of art and flowers. And
I love that.
Yeah, you remember English. It's all English. Yes. Like, there's no TV in the house.
Oh, I love that.
We have no TV in the house.
We didn't have one for a really long time, and then now we do.
Well, we have the theater. I just showed you the theater. So when we want to watch TV, we'll just go down to the theater.
There. And then it's intentional. It's like, I want to go watch something. I got sidetracked. So what we were art, minimalism. Yes.
Systems.
So you're a client, real quick, who would benefit from the aesthetic part of organization. Okay. And I would come into your house and be like, oh, let's get some bins and labels, and that's an easy job for me. But most of my clients are so overwhelmed and they have so much crap in their house that they just don't even know where to look, where to start. I'll walk in and they literally don't even see a pile in the corner anymore because they become clutter blind to it. So that's a term we really love, is clutter blind, and is where you just don't see things in your own home anymore.
Clutter blind. Is that an actual term?
It is, yes. It's a term that organizers use.
Okay, has anyone ever trademarked this?
Probably, but I've never looked into it.
I don't want to mess up the recording. We'll look that up.
Let's Google that.
We'll look at the trademark.
I definitely didn't coin it. I take no credit.
Yeah, but if you could trademark it, it could be yours, and they have to pay you if they use it.
Oh. I'm sure someone has done that.
All right, keep going. Intellectual property. What do I do for a living? Intellectual properties.
But yeah, so when I walk into a home, what I notice is all the things that they maybe aren't noticing. And then we really focus on first the decluttering. And then once the decluttering is done, we focus on the system. And so I ask them a lot of questions. How does your life run? I want to kind of be you for mentally and figure out, like, when you come in, where do you drop your stuff? What does the drop zone need to look like? Where do you put your groceries down? Do your kids need access to certain things? So it's all of these questions.
I don't even think about that stuff because I don't have kids. And so, like, my wife and I, we come in. We have this like ginormous, which is a funny thing because it wasn't supposed to be that big when we ordered it or when we got it. But we've got this wine cabinet that's like 5 feet tall. And, you know, it was funny as I found this thing on Facebook Marketplace and it was like $40. And I thought for sure it was going to be just like, you know, the size of one of those.
Yeah.
And we show up to the guy's house, which is in Natomas, which is a long way from here. So I wasn't not going home with this thing. And so I show up and I'm like, oh my, this is way bigger. Should have looked at
double the height.
It was like, yeah. So when you walk in, you've got this ginormous wine cabinet, but it's got a drawer. So all of our keys and dog leash and everything goes in the drawer. Yeah. And so on top of it is marble, and we have a tea set. Remember back to the English thing, a tea set and art above it, and so like everything in our home is like in a place. Everything is just the way it is. Except for,
that's how it should be.
For some reason, my wife has this idea that my slippers either go under the dresser, under the couch, or under the bed. So, or in the hall closet. So whenever I need my slippers, I have to walk through the entire house and I have to look under everything. Yeah, she puts them in a safe place.
A safe place.
Yeah. And so
you need a home for your slippers.
That's the only thing that's out of place. Are my slippers. Everything else is fine. It's just
that's a good spot to be in. I will say that is a good spot to be in.
And so the types of clients that you're looking for, busy families, is that what it is?
Busy families. I mean, working individuals. I don't have a specific niche. I would say, but busy families are typically who hire me because they're the people that need the help the most. But honestly, anybody. I work a lot with elderly or even just empty nesters. So my kids have moved out and now I'm in this new stage of life. So yeah.
You're going to be there soon.
Well, 8. So we've got a ways.
It goes quick.
It does. I mean, my son's turning 15 and I'm like, where did the time go?
It goes quick.
It's crazy.
No, seriously. So when I met my wife, our niece she was 4. And so Russian culture, I remember I was sitting there and she's teaching me the colors in Russian. She's like, blue, sini, and she's like spelling it out. So I'm having to learn the language and everything. It was really fun.
It's impressive for 4.
Yeah, no, it's wild, right? She's 18.
And you're like, did I blink? Like, what?
What?
What? Yeah. My son is taller than me. He looks like a teenager now. People are like, you're his mom. And I'm like, yes, I am. We're at that point now where they're like, no.
It's just so weird. No, it's so weird.
It goes by so fast.
No, my girlfriend in high school, I just came across her on Instagram, and I'm looking, and she's got like a 25-year-old, and I'm like, how?
You're like, well,
and
now I feel old.
Graduated over 25 years ago, so I mean,
so that makes sense.
Okay, right? But when you think about it, I'm like, that is insane.
But you don't feel like that inside. And
no,
like, I feel like I'm still 25.
I feel like when I see kids on skateboards and Sublime shirts that I can go skateboard with them. But no.
No.
They're like, what are you doing, old man?
Oh, I'm in that like sweet spot of age where like older people think I'm just like so young and hip, and then my son thinks I'm just old and like it's uncool.
So weird. No, it's so weird. The other thing that's weird is now when I see articles, it'll say the late 1900s in the article. I'm like, hold the phone. Like, wait a minute. Like, when did this happen? Yeah. It's rough. Scary stuff. It's scary stuff. All right. So nesting parties. What are nesting parties?
Nesting parties. So this is a new service I'm offering. And actually that one did just fall into my lap. I had a client who we were working on getting her home organized. She was pregnant at the time. And she was like, hey, will you come host a nesting party with me? And at first I was like, what is a nesting party? I'd love to, but tell me what this is first. And so it's basically a baby shower, but instead of having a party where you get gifts, you invite friends, family over, and they help you prep your home for the arrival of your baby.
Awesome.
Amazing, right?
That is so cool.
It is. And it's like this new trend that's up and coming. It's not everywhere yet, but I feel like it's going to be. But yeah, so basically you invite people that you love and trust. And I will say nesting parties aren't for everybody. There's so many people that are like, I would never attend one of those. And that's okay. It's not for everybody. But if you have people that will come and help you, it's basically like having a bunch of little mini organizers in your house. And the pro of hiring, say me, a pro organizer to come in is that we go through your house, we figure out what tasks should be done on the day, what should be done beforehand. So we already have this list of like curated tasks and stations for everybody, and it just goes way smoother. We can declutter beforehand because that's a big part of it. And then at the end of this party, you just feel like you are ready to welcome this baby into your home.
That is wild, dude.
Yeah.
That is
great.
Wild.
And it's a sense of community too. Like,
well, no, all of this is. Every bit of this is. No, this is.
And I love it.
This is excellent.
I feel like society has just stepped away from that a little bit.
You've given more than Krista.
Well, I have so much more to give too. This is me holding back.
No. I'm totally teasing, and she's gonna listen, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my god!" No. No,
I actually told her she should do nesting parties too. I was what's
going through my head right now is like all these branding things. I'm looking at nestingparties.com and clutterblind.com and clutterblind trademark. Like, is anyone doing anything with this stuff?
I don't know.
We're going to look into this in a minute. I'm going to tell you what you should do with it.
I'm creating a little empire with nesting parties. Like, it's, working quietly right now, but I'm building it.
No, seriously, this is smart. This is really smart. Okay, so, Ashley Millitello, 925-278-8333, cleanedandcontained.com. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
I just want to say thank you for having me. I love to talk about what I do because I feel like there's no one who would not benefit from this service in some capacity.
This is wild, dude. This is so cool.
Organization is for everybody.
You're having a blast with this.
I am. I've been in this 3 years and I feel like I'm just starting. I'm just now ready to I feel like I was learning for the past 3 years and honing my skills, and now I'm just ready to take off.
This is awesome.
I've seen how much it can affect somebody and how it can honestly change their life. And that might seem like a bold statement, but I've had clients come to me and say, "You literally changed my life by creating this home," which then freed my mind. And now I focused on so many other things. And I was so focused on this home situation before, where now I'm freed of that. And so I can move forward.
That's just so cool, dude. So cool. All right. Ashley Millitello, 925-278-8333, cleanedandcontained.com. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So cool. You did great, by the way.
Thank you.
And then we have a quick edit at 8:47. The people that are listening won't know what we're talking about.
Perfect.
Right? Other than that, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.